Tay marker, She-Hulk episode 1 review, guys. Let's get right to it. Action. What's going on, Alamo City Movie Talk? As always, I'm your host, Ryan D, aka Ryan680.
I'm Angela, Ange.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk for the movie fans, guys. If you haven't already, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button, get notified on our movie reviews, or in this case, TV shows. Angela, what are we talking about today? Highly anticipated, and I know you love Mark Ruffalo, Bruce Banner himself. What are we reviewing today?
We are reviewing She-Hulk.
She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, ladies and gentlemen, which is available right now on Disney+. Now, to regards of all this and everything, and before we start talking about it, because I'm very excited, Mark Ruffalo has been the Hulk for pretty much like 10 years. And this is crazy to me. I mean, I loved Mark Ruffalo as Bruce Banner, and just as much as I like Ed Newton as Bruce Banner. And we don't like to talk about that movie because Disney doesn't count that. I still enjoyed that movie a whole lot. I did. Call me whatever you want. I enjoyed Ed Newton as Bruce Banner. More of a deep, emotional Bruce Banner. While Mark Ruffalo has his occasions where, you know, he's good and he's awesome. But let's talk about this series, Angela. What do you think of She-Hulk, Attorney at Law? First episode, A Normal Amount of Rage. What do you think of this?
A lot to unpack. So a lot's going on in this first episode. You know, kind of sets up a story of like where it's at. Yeah. I think one of the first things that jumped out to me is they talk a lot of the like fourth wall, like the breakout. She talks to the camera directly, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah. Jennifer Walters. You know, she brings us into her direction of like, it's going to go like this. This episode's going to go like this, and that formula and all that. And you know, and to a certain degree, you know, I enjoyed it. I really did. I enjoyed her narrating. I love that when certain movies do it again, but you have to have that itch, you know? And I did. I enjoyed it. It wasn't terrible. I'm not going to say it was the worst I've seen because I've seen some worse ones. But overall, you know, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed her narrating throughout this whole series and everything. And so this first episode here, what did you think as far as like the action here, Matt? I mean,
so we don't get too much action per se.
A little bit.
And I'm glad because, you know, it's a setup. So like this movie or this episode just mainly its purpose is to set the current timeline, right? Like the current events that are happening. I'm glad because it was just right off the bat, like she was already like in a superhero mode. I'd be like, okay, it's not realistic. But I really liked though the bits, I guess, that you can consider action. It made sense the way the story direction is going. I really liked it. I know a lot of people are complaining. I know you said that.
Yeah.
I will agree. The CGI is not the best.
It's not the best on a lot of. So this very first episode, guys, this episode came out to be 37 minutes long. I would say whenever a lot of it's very distorted in a certain degree. Like it's very pixelated a little bit. And again, though, it's just small little details here that I really am ashamed of because Disney. We all know Disney. Disney makes really good CGI. It's crazy because. You know what's crazy to me is that Mark Ruffalo CGI was on point, but hers wasn't. Jennifer wasn't.
But I feel like Marvel has had so many movies to perfect his CGI. He's been the whole many films.
Yeah.
So for her, she's a brand new character, and she's supposed to be a little bit different.
Yeah.
So her look isn't exactly like the Hulk, you know? And I would have been a little mad if they made her too like Bruce Banner, like super muscly, like just angry, rugged looking. So I would have been a little bit peeved if they made her look like that. So I think they kind of refined her a little bit, but I did still have a problem with the CGI. I really did. It did bother me a little bit. You can kind of notice it in a lot of the scenes.
Yeah.
So that was one of the drawbacks I think was with seeing this episode was you could notice it right away.
Yeah, I'll say it on here. The chemistry between Mark Ruffalo, Bruce Banner, and Jennifer, I really loved it. You know, cousins. It's very relatable. It really is. It's very relatable for myself. Just because you get into those arguments, and I love that because we get into an argument here and everything, and they really go at it. And this is a spoiler review, right? Obviously, so they go at it, and I love that because it's very relatable, and I love how like. Margaritas, the Mexico. I just love that whole theme. Music, whatever you want to call it. I love that. I really did. I loved how it was very relatable in certain aspects here. Mark Ruffalo really touches up with its audience. He always does. I love whenever Mark Ruffalo's on camera because he really has that facial expression just being so genuine on camera. And again, obviously it's CGI, right? It's not his real face. But again, I loved it. I really loved seeing him back at it again. It sucks that we haven't gotten a Bruce actual Hulk movie, Incredible Hulk or whatever, Hulk Planet. It sucks we haven't gotten that. And to know that this new character, this new superhero comes in. Jennifer, it was good. It really was. To a certain degree, though, it kind of feels like we should have gotten 2 episodes this night. We only got 1 episode. I kind of felt like I've at a point right now, because of all the comments and everything everyone's been saying about it. Put a comments down below. I mean, unless you disagree with me a lot, is I kind of feel like they should have put 2 episodes in one night. I think it would have gave us a little bit of a better taste, because where it's left off, it kind of like, oh, and then, oh. like
I feel like that's not like a fault for the episode, because it the way it ended was like, oh great, now she's discovered, like she understands the meaning of having power. She opens with having, it's
very fast paced,
her spiel of like, it ties together at the end. Her spiel of having power. And so I like it because it was so good in the sense that it makes you want to keep watching this, and it makes you want to not want to wait for the next episode. So I get what you're saying, because I mean, I would have loved a second episode.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing too. I'm all like, why didn't they release, I don't know, Marvel, they should have released 2 episodes in one night. Again, that's my only small little pet peeve that I think it would have gave people a lot more hope. As far as the laughs though, so the trailer we saw the trailer for this TV show, and I was just like, the CGI bothered me. Everyone talked about how CGI was so terrible. They did fix it a little bit. They did. It wasn't as bad. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. It really wasn't. But it still bothered me. It still had that little bothersome there. But overall, I just I enjoyed the episode. I really did. I thought I was going to be laughing a lot more. I thought I was going to be, because the trailer kind of gives that it's going to be like a comedy. It really does. It's going to be like an awesome laughing comedy. If you ever watch a trailer, again, that's just my point of view there. I feel like it was going to be a laughing my butt off and cough laughing, like losing my breath.
If you have too many moments of that, it just becomes a sitcom. And I don't know if I would have liked this as a sitcom.
WandaVision, that's all I'm saying. But anyways, but not the whole episode. I mean, not the whole series was like that. But there was a sitcom episode, and I did love that.
Yeah, that was one episode. Okay, if all of the episodes had been like that, I don't think it would have been as good. I know what you're saying.
And it sucks because and it's funny too, because so far as of right now, the best series on, again, my opinion, I know everyone's gonna be against me, because I know a lot of moviegoers, a lot of Marvel fans did not like WandaVision. I loved WandaVision, and I think that was, for me as a whole, as a person, as watching all these TV shows and everything on Disney Plus, just Marvel stuff, the best Marvel TV show for me was and is still WandaVision right now, as far as the series goes. And again, that could change at the end of this episode. It really can. Now with Mark Ruffalo and everything, I don't know. I'm disappointed if we're not going to see him again.
I would be disappointed.
But it's She-Hulk, though. That's the thing.
I would be disappointed if we don't see him again. But you were right. This is not a Hulk series. It's a She-Hulk. So Tatiana is the main character. And I feel like she's good. Really good. She could hold, like you say, hold this series, because she has the charisma. Mm-hmm. She's really like funny in her own natural way.
She was. And they touch up a lot on, and we talked about off camera, was how different, how women are always, and she mentioned it in the right. She mentioned it a little bit. We're always in fear, and we're always and she
always angry, and we're always in fear.
Yeah,
she'll be fine. And I will agree with you. If we don't see Bruce Banner after this episode, I will be upset, just because I am a Mark Ruffalo fan. I really am. So I can't wait to see any of the other, major characters in here. Yeah, I really can't wait to see that, because we get a little bit. I mean,
Matt Murdock is going to be in here as well, and Wong later in the season.
So I can't wait for that. So I really want to see where this goes. I want to see it unfolds. Obviously, it ends where she's the She-Hulk in real life. So I really want to see how that's going to affect her personal life as an attorney, and just like her social life and everything. And
I kind of feel like it was too soon for me.
It was, but then it depends on where it goes.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
If there's a bigger story arc, then I would have wanted this like reveal to happen right away, because she has a lot to go from here, and I really want to see it.
All right. All right, definitely, guys. If you put on comments down below, did you enjoy this episode? Did you think it was terrible? Let us know, man. We would love to talk to you, all you moviegoers out there. Maybe you did not like it. Maybe you hated it. Let us know, because again, this was only 37 minutes. We'll check you out later on our second episode coming out. Be sure to hit that subscribe button once again and put on final comments down below. What did you think of it once again? As always, I'm your host, Ryan D. Ryan680.
I'm Angela
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk, guys. Thank you for staying tuned, by the way. Check out our other videos. Stay safe, San Antonio. Peace.